What up, YouTube Digital? I'm gonna try not make this long. First of all, Zimmerman's the biggest bitch that's ever walked the face of this goddamn fucking earth. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call this video Zimmerman is the biggest bitch that ever walked this goddamn earth. Now, before I get into it, let me add the disclaimers on here before people get their little panties in uproar. Do I believe in people's right to take another one in the need? If the need arises. Yeah. Matter of fact, I exercised that when I tried to choke my father to death. It felt great too. But anyhow, do I agree with those fuckers on Twitter passing around his goddamn address and possible whatever riot or whatever? No. First of all, anybody passing around his address is just a piece of shit and should be thrown in jail. I don't even know what for. Anybody rioting is the world's stupidest fucking person. You're stealing from your own goddamn fucking people. You stupid fucks. Wake the fuck up. Especially, and I'm gonna say this, and if my Mexican ass gets called a racist, then shall be it. If the African American community keeps calling this motherfucker a white guy and blaming white people, you are the racist son of a bitch, and you need to get the fuck out. First of all, Zimmerman is not a white name. I believe that would be Jewish. And obviously, by the color of his skin, he's not white. Okay? I don't know any chapter of the KKK that would allow him in. Okay? I mean, do we really have to even, say anything like that? I mean, people keep bringing, hate crime and race crimes and all this shit up. They don't happen unless someone is targeted just solely on the specific of their skin. And anyone that does that should just be taken out and shot. Okay? Anyone that riots and takes from their own people should just be fucking put in a prison camp and never let out. Not even a fucking prison, just a prison camp. Just throw them somewhere. Like they did to the Japanese in World War II. Throw the government cheese over the fucking wall. That shows that you're just a fucking dumb, low class, no IQ having stupid fuck. And I don't give a shit if you're a Hollywood actor or whatever. Am I upset that Zimmerman is not in jail? Or is not going to prison? Yeah. But our justice system is our justice system, and I have to respect it. Now, I don't know why people in Florida haven't got these stupid assholes prosecutors out, or I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. Because I guarantee you, even in Nevada, he would have been convicted. Now, first rule of fucking deal. If you can take someone's life with a gun, then you should be able to take it with your hands. If you can't do it, then don't buy a fucking gun. You know, on here, I just hear people, you gotta have a gun everywhere. You gotta have a gun while you're on the couch. Gotta have a gun when you go get up to take a shit and everything else. And oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ. Will someone buy this person a set of fucking testicles? You know, fighting is like sex. You know, guys get all like goofy and kind of a little weird, and then after they lose their virginity, they kind of like, okay, okay, I can get it, okay. It's like riding a bike, okay, I can do this. Cool. Fighting's the same way. I remember my first fight, not my beatings from my father, but my first fight. I was scared. But do you know why I was scared? I wasn't scared about the kid hurting me. That kid wasn't going to hurt me. My father could. I was getting beans from a guy almost my size when I was a kid. And I knew that kid couldn't do what my father can do. So I wasn't scared of that, but I was scared about, like, would I be able to punch him? Okay, I haven't punched it. So, it's kind of like, baseball for the first time. You're sitting there at the home plate, and, you're ready to take a swing, sitting there going, Jesus Christ, can we do T-ball? Well, and then you hit it, and you're like, oh, fuck, I knocked him out. No, okay, cool. My friend made me a wrestling belt, and we went on our way. Nobody took that belt away from me. Countless times I've showed that people are pussy. Because they are. For the most part. There are some that will do other things, but not a very small percentage. So that's already in your favor. I just don't get where people will buy a gun, go play running gun and all that other bullshit, get CCWs, spend all this money and all that other bullshit. But that's it. What if you don't have your gun on you? What if it broke? Then what are you gonna do? I mean, troops in World War II and shit like that would beat people with their fucking helmet they had to. I mean, you got to accept the fact that a lot of people have bought guns in the last 10, 15 years since CCWs have come. Oh, let me clear some up. People making videos that don't live in California about California and California CCW laws, don't make them. Alright? Hearing people say California doesn't allow CCWs. California was one of the first states that allowed CCWs, by the way. And out of the 56 counties, only 7 or 8 don't do CCW. So, yeah. Put that in your pipe and turn it sideways and shove it up your ass. Tired of hearing false bullshit. But anywho, Ever since CCWs have become available, more and more people have been buying guns for protection because they don't know how to protect themselves. Well, didn't we learn kind of with the nuclear warheads as that's just probably not a good idea? Okay? I know it kind of doesn't always, it's not an even analogy, but still, a gun is only useful 1% of the time. What about everything else? What if I came up to somebody with a CCW, say I saw him in a bank or something like that, and I just start fucking with them, like I did those kids and everybody else, fuck you, just, God, man, you're a fucking dumb shit. Just poke and prod and everything, and just kind of slap them upside the face, just like that too. Just and kind of smile and giggle and look at you, pussy. Oh, look, you type, yeah, like that. What are you gonna do? Pull your gun out? You just committed a felony. His injuries were so minimal that there is no insurance company that would have paid his medical bills if he went to the ER. That's how minimal they were. A lot of people don't realize that the top of your head, and I'll teach you a little trick. The top of your head has a lot of capillaries in it. It's a heat exchanger. That's why in the wintertime you see a lot of steam coming off the top of your head. Ooh. And then, not only does your blood circulate oxygen, it also regulates your temperature. And heat comes out of your mouth. And you can see that in the wintertime too. Kind of cool, right? So, if you go into YouTube and you type in blading wrestling, and the fourth one down is like the secrets or whatever, and watch that, and you'll see just a little tiny nit will make you bleed like Ric Flair. Ric Flair used to nick himself like in the back just a little bit. If you wash his blood off on Zimmerman, he has no fucking nothing. No bruising under the skin, no major contusions, no broken skull, no cracked skull, no concussion, no broken nose, no broken cheekbone, no broken orbital socket, no stitching, no anything, none of this stuff. And this is all stuff that I'm saying right now because this is the stuff I did to my father when I beat him up. And when the judge came out of the chambers and adjusting his robe so he can jerk off under the fucking bench while he's listening, he got about 2 feet out of his chambers and he saw my father and he said, "Oh shit." Actually he said, "Oh fuck." And he looked at me and he said, "Shit." Now, my father started the fight. He knocked me off my skateboard because I was just skating around a tree. I know how stupid that sounds, but that's all there was to do there. And he knocked me off, and while I was on the ground, he was ghetto stomping me. "Thanks, Father." I waited. I saw what I needed to see, which was a brick that was surrounding a tree. And I waited for him to reach down to grab me, and I grabbed the brick, and I rolled over and popped him upside the head with it. Tactical move. The rest was all me. Was I scared? Oh yeah. Because I knew that motherfucker could kill me if I don't do this job. But I also knew he was going to kill me if I didn't do it anyways. So, I'm damned either way. I'm going to have to do it now. And, ended up with my uncle breaking a 2x4 across my back. And knocking me out. I don't blame him for it. Because technically my father was pretty much dead. I had him past purple and his eyes are rolling back. Did he deserve to die? Yeah. He'd done enough, like killing my 2 older brothers, causing my mom to have my sister, who was 7 years younger than me, out of rape. My dad raped my mom. Then he raped my sister later on. There was so much stuff that he did that I could have walked up to him any time of the week and just shot him and nobody would have fucking cared. But did I? No. No. It was better beating the shit out of him. I'm glad my uncle stopped me. But, yeah. People need to realize that they can take a life, if they think they can take a life with a gun, can you take a life with your hands? Can you watch somebody die by you doing it? Do you have the stones to do that? Then why are you shooting them? I can't believe Zimmerman even took MMA classes and he still could not fucking handle that kid. That's just bullshit. He could at least faked a fucking heart attack. God. Earlier when I saw his picture, I mentioned on Facebook, it made me want to fucking take a shit. And goddamn it, my toilet was broken after that because I did have to take a shit. But anywho. I understand why murder won. I understand that. But not murder 2 or manslaughter. The difference is murder 1 is premeditated. You planned it out. But manslaughter is kind of like best way of putting it, like you're drinking and driving and you run over someone or something. You know, you killed somebody because of your actions, but you could have not been in total control of yourself at that point because of drugs or alcohol or anything else. Or it could have just been like, you know, you were just jerking off with a gun and shooting it and it ricocheted and killed someone. You know. But yeah. This is not good for gun owners. This is not what we need. People have been more and more creating more and more gun haters. And that's not fucking helping. Every time I turn around, people are doing something stupid with a fucking gun that are supposedly, pro fucking this and that and the other, but they're fucking it up. Like that jackass that was trying to fucking do the march in Washington bullshit. You don't piss off. Gun haters are always going to hate guns. That's a fact. But we don't need to take the 80% that are not. You got gun owners, then you got gun haters. Well, the rest is like 80% of the population. You don't need to fucking make them gun haters too. We got enough fucking problems. We don't need to fucking get them pissed off. And people need to pull their head out of their ass and realize that. That's what happened in California during that open carry movement. People think that everybody was behind that. No, they weren't. I didn't meet one real gun owner that fucking liked that. All to the point that there were gun shops that if you were part of that shit, they'd tell you never to come back. That's how pissed off gun owners were. Because it was fucking everything up that we were trying to get done. And it was just a temper tantrum way of doing things. And just caused more laws. Zimmerman's not done. He will not win a civil trial at all. He has no chance. So he has no OJ money offshore. Now, OJ was warned and he transferred money quickly offshore. Zimmerman has no money. Except for the donations that are, But now he's also fucked his wife over. She's facing perjury charges. God, what a fucking nice guy, right? But people, he'll never have a CCW again. I don't even know of a state that would give it to him. Even Nevada wouldn't. People, if you wouldn't walk down the street without your gun, then don't walk down the street with your gun. Okay? If you think you need a gun to go through the hood, then don't go to the hood. Alright? If you want to be the night watchman, then you better know how to be the night watchman. If I need, I can't serve woman beaters and just shoot them as much as I'd like to. You got to fucking never allow that goddamn fucking weapon to give you a set of nuts you don't have. If you don't have the nuts to be on the freeway and some fucking Asian banger sits there throws a gang sign at you and you have to reach around your wife's head and fuck you, then don't do it because you have a gun. Now, I understand people don't have fighting skills, and you know what? I'm happy for you that you didn't grow up the fucked up life that I did. But, unfortunately, some things have been getting fucked up, so it's time for you to learn. Okay? If you're willing to carry a gun, then you should go learn how to fucking control things in other ways. Because his life is done. Just because he's not behind bars, I guarantee you his life is done. People are not going to want to hire him. He'll never have any good job. He'll never have any money. Fuck, he can't even write a book because Trayvon's parents will own it. He owes his legal team $1 million. He can't just bankrupt it out. Just keep all that in mind, because his deal is done. I mean, it's going to be like this for the next 20, 30 years for him. So, understand that. People need to soak all this shit in. And realize that taking a life is more than just, protecting yourself. There's a lot of fucking complicating backlash bullshit that comes with it. And if you can't answer it, then don't do it. And if you're gonna buy a gun and everything else, good for you. I'm fucking happy. Buy another one for me. But Jesus fucking Christ, if you're gonna use it for protection and everything else, then you better learn some other shit too. Don't fucking be a goddamn fucking bitch and just buy a gun and fucking shoot people and say, oh, I was scared. That's why I started making videos on here, because I got tired of listening to the bullshit. The fake people on here that rile people up about fucking bullshit. Then they scam their money off of them. Every time I see a scam, there was one not that long ago in a viral video that nobody noticed and everything else. I saw the scam and I told it to Lamb Dog, and then after I told it to him, he saw it. It was a simple one too. But unfortunately it fucked people that were preppers and part of the cause and all that other bullshit. People are not even realizing right now there's people on here that are just totally fucking you over and you don't even know. That's the sick part about it. Don't let people tell you that you need a gun to fucking do all this shit and everything else. God damn it. I just hate fucking bitch ass pussies, fucking cock-sucking queers like that. I'm sorry I used the word queer. I don't mean it like that. That guy is not even good enough to be a queer. Because there's actually nothing wrong with them. At least they fight for their shit. So I'm sorry I used that word. That was wrong of me. God. I'm sorry, nothing more than take a shit on his face. But if Zimmerman ever watches this, yeah, he is the biggest bitch in the fucking world, and yeah, if you want to go a few rounds, come on over. Bring your gun too, I don't give a shit. I won't have one. I'll let you keep yours. Or shove it up your fucking ass.